If you don't like pie, I don't know if we can be friends.
I'm gonna put one in your face if you
I know, it would be fun.
Look at all the whipped cream.
I tell you what.
I love it.
You know, I don't know what it is about. I think when you get into the fall time, you think about pies because you think of the holidays coming up and gathering around the table with your family, and dessert is always.
Who doesn't like to share pie?
It's like pie. Well, sometimes you can make a pie just for yourself.
Well, absolutely.
You just can eat a pie yourself, or you can go to Price Cutter and you can get the best pies. How about the Tippin' Pies? They're a staple for over 40 years at Price Cutter.
Yes.
Tippin' Pies are locally made up in the St. Louis area, and they're going to carry cherry, apple, and peach for the holiday season. And starting in October, they'll have pumpkin, sweet potato, and pecan pies.
Sweet potato pie?
Sweet potato pie.
I don't think I've ever had a sweet potato pie.
Oh, have you never?
I've heard people say sweet potato pie, but I don't think I've ever had one.
I did a few years ago. I was like, you know, I got to try one.
Yeah.
And I actually went and bought one because I'm like, I got to try it. To me, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Tastes a lot like pumpkin.
Oh, does it? Okay.
It really does. I mean,
All right.
I'm sure there are
I hear you.
differences.
Hey, this looks like a lemon pie down here by me.
We have so many great things, guys. And so, by the way, just so you know, Tippin' is the brand for over 40 years. The Tippin' Pies are amazing. But exciting news, starting in November, their sister pie company.
Sister pie
The sister
company.
pies, the Heartland Pies, will be in Price Cutter and Country Mart starting in November.
That is amazing.
How exciting is that?
So, these are the ones.
So here you can check. Here I'm gonna hold the. You can see the Tippin' right
yeah.
now, but then the one right next to it with the label, it says Heartland.
Heartland pie.
Here you go. It's the same delicious homemade crust and the filling, and they're out of a local Kansas City, Missouri company. And you can also tell by the clean label. If you look at this, it's a clean label, which means there are no artificial flavors, colors, preservatives, no partially hydrogenated oils, no high fructose corn syrup,
In these?
and no trans fat. All in this, in the Heartland.
Oh, I want a Heartland pie.
I mean, how, you know, you're eating something, at least it's better for you.
I
you know?
love that idea.
How amazing is
If we
that?
can help ourselves out a little bit, that's good.
They're calling this a pure fruit pie.
I love it.
And I love it so much. And we've got a lot of different...
Apple and blueberry and peach and cherry. Which one would be your favorite?
Oh, of these? Oh, gosh. Probably peach.
Really? Yeah.
Probably peach.
Pie is delicious. I know you like cream pies, too.
Oh,
I know you
coconut
love coconut cream, and I was wondering if that's what is
I
up
think
in front.
that's a coconut. By the way, too, guys, they look at the cute little sizes. The full pies, they also have half pies. If you know you're not going to eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then they have the little pies in a cup.
Pies in a cup. That's so cute. I love those. Now, I'm going to get up here. Jeremy,
Yeah,
do you want your own personal... I'm just thinking this...
I'm going to grab this. Here, I have one.
Here's your coconut cream.
I have one back here. Yes,
good.
I'm going to get that cream because I want that coconut
I kind
cream.
of want to try this lemon pie.
Get in there.
Yeah. You know I love it.
These individual pies, I feel better because I can't overeat.
That is so good. Snap!
So good.
That is so good. I love, you know, we talk about lemon. You try it. You can taste the lemon.
You got to. If you're going to have a lemon pie, you got to taste lemon.
Can't you? That'll pucker you up. I like that.
Can I give this pie a high compliment?
Yeah.
That reminds me of my grandma's.
That is a high compliment.
That's a high compliment. It does remind me of my grandma's. And that is, nothing beats grandma's pie, but that is amazing.
Amazing. And you know what? We didn't mention over here, we've got a chocolate pie. That's one I don't think we didn't mention.
Chocolate is my dad's favorite.
Is it?
When he requested dessert for the holidays, always chocolate pie, and my mom makes one, a chocolate pie.
I've never made a chocolate pie.
Oh, my mom makes pretty good ones. I guess I'm going to have to try that one to see. By the way, too, the cream pies, everything, the individual, the Cyrus pies that they have are the 9-inch cream pies. So these are Cyrus right here.
Okay.
Cyrus right there. You have the Tippin' for over 40 years, and then the new Heartland starting in November, which is, I mean, I cannot wait for these just because I love the label, but I also love
I like that
pure.
it doesn't have the corn syrup in it and or the hydrogenated oils. Hey, which pies are these? Because I really wanted to try one of these.
Here, I can, wait, she taught me how to tell the difference.
Okay.
She said the Heartland pies are slightly thinner. So I'm going to say...
Thinner crust?
Thinner as in height.
Yeah, I got you.
Let me see. Which one do you want to try?
Just whichever one is a Heartland pie.
I'm pretty sure she brought the new Heartland ones in.
Okay, that does look like it might be.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm anxious to try this.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what people think about it.
You know, back in the day, yeah, have a bite too. That's good. That is a good crust too, really good.
That is so good.
Yeah, I love that.
They were saying to me that the crusts are homemade in Kansas City at their place because they want to make sure it's just as good as it was when they started the company. And now Price Cutter and Country Marts have been carrying for 40 years.
And that's great. You know, when I was a kid, This is one thing that my mom used to do. Don't do this. She used to leave. Hi, Mom, if you're watching. She used to leave half the sugar out of the pie just to make it better for you. If you can make it better for you in other ways, like no corn syrup and that sort of thing, that's a better thing to do. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to have dessert, have dessert.
By the way, have you ever tasted chocolate pie?
No.
You need to try chocolate pie
Okay.
then. Because that's a staple in our house, so it's fascinating to me you've never had a chocolate pie.
I really
Because I do love me some chocolate
You
pies.
want to get some?
I might do it. I got to compare it to my mama's.
Yeah, do that. Here, well, that's been on the plate.
Oh, there you go. Thank you so much. I got to see.
I'm looking at that big piece of chocolate. I don't know where that goes.
It is so good.
That's good. That is chocolate. Look at that big old hunk of chocolate. Wow.
I think that's for decoration.
That's a big old hunk of chocolate, but that's real good. Real good.
Guys,
Love
there's
it.
something about the holidays and pies and just people coming together around food. I'm telling you, if there's one thing that people can agree on is how much we all love food.
It's so true.
Sitting around the table talking about your favorite things. This holiday season, leave everything out the door. Leave the drama out the door.
Leave the cooking to Price Cutter or what they have available. Now, you've also got a crumble crust.
A Dutch apple, yes. Dutch apple. Ooh, look, that comes in the half one as
Yeah.
well. Here's the thing, there's so many great pies to choose from. You may have to start now, buy a different pie every week.
Yeah.
And find out what is going to go over best for your parties.
That's right. You could even buy one of these pies and put it in your pie pan at home. And just saying.
Nobody has to know, guys.
Nobody has to know.
We won't tell.
We won't tell, and you don't have to tell.
Price Cutter won't tell.
Nobody
Country
should.
Mart won't tell.
Nobody will ask.
Nobody will. No, they're like, look at you. She goes,
Look at you.
I've been in the kitchen
Working
all
day for you to have a nice piece of pie. These are really good, guys. You got to go to Price Cutter and try these new pies and all of the pies.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
eat
we'll
some
be
more.
back with the Red Cross of Southwest Missouri. Don't go away. Yum! Back to the lemon.
I'm back to coconut.